Alright guys, before we start the video today, I just want to record this little introduction clip, even though I already did an introduction. But I did that introduction before we hit 500 subscribers, so that's a thing. It took me 8 years to get here, but we're finally at 800 subscribers. And I just wanted to take a minute to thank y'all, especially the last 50 or so, because when I stopped doing the podcast, at the end of last year, we were about at 450 subscribers. So we've added 50 since then. And I appreciate y'all for watching, even though I don't, post as often as I like to. And I appreciate everybody who drops a comment below in the comment box thingamajig down there, because that is like the number one way you can help a channel grow, is to drop a comment down in there. So if you did that, I appreciate it. So once again, thank y'all for finally getting me to 500 subscribers, and now we're on to 1,000. Hope y'all enjoy the video I have for y'all today. We're going outside, Stella. Alright. So we're making a bit of an impromptu video here. Came home. Ain't nobody here, and I got these boxes that have some cool stuff in it. Let's see if we can't put it in. So welcome back to Wretches and Wrenches. I'm Stormin' Norman. Who are you? So, got some stuff here. I think it actually came in last week. I don't even need this one. But I thought I was going to need it. But we might need it in the future. Anyway, before we get into that, I'm trying to remember the order in which I did things. I replaced the speakers in the back of the Ranger, and then I think I got this truck, and I was like, we're going to replace the speakers in it too. So I replaced the speakers in the back of the extended cab part, some Cerwin Vegas. Then I bought the same speakers and replaced the ones in the doors. So she's got all brand new Cerwin Vegas in her, not like high-end ones, but they're Vegas. And they sound pretty good. I need a better radio to make them really sound good. But I got Blaupunks. I know, not the best, but it was what I could afford at the time. I got Blaupunks in the back, and I wanted to put the same ones up front, but every time I go look for them, Amazon was like, this item is not available. And I'm like, well, I don't want to mix and match speakers. I don't want to put a different brand up front. I want to put the same ones. Finally, the other day I was on Amazon. I went and looked, and lo and behold, they had them, and they had them cheaper than it was the first time I bought them. So we got this box. It's got some Blaupunk speakers for the doors in the Ranger, because they're getting to where like I kind of have to kick the door panel to get them to come on. They're probably from 1998. So we got them, and we got some cheat connectors. If you don't know what that is, just wait a minute. I thought I was going to rewire them. I bought this heat gun for the shrink wrap, but since I bought the cheater plugs, we're just going to use them and see how fast this. Shouldn't take too long. The hardest part's when we get this door panel off. So I've been looking at it for the last 10 minutes since I got home from work, and all I see is 2 screws right here. So if these work the same way those work, then it should just be a matter of me taking these screws out. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to take this off too. I don't have a clue how to take that off. I better do some research on that. But anyway, once I get this off and these screws out, I should just be able to lift up on this and it'll come right off. Let me figure out how I'm supposed to get this off, because I don't really know. Alright, we did some Googling and it's not too difficult. I was about to say heck with it, we'll do it another day. But look, I watched some videos and I think I got it figured out. We're going to need a Phillips head screwdriver and a T20 Torx bit, because of course. Do I have any Torx bits? I haven't the slightest idea. Actually, I think I do. I believe I do have some. If I can figure out which drawer. T20. Maybe I'm lying to myself. What I do have is this drill bit kit, or this bit kit I bought. On Prime Day. Do I have... Let's see if I can use it on the Milwaukee. It looks like there's an adapter in there for it. Or I'm just an idiot. Alright, so we can't do that. It's okay though. I have a plan. In my tool bag in the other truck, I got this piece of junk I probably bought from Harbor Freight. They're all rusty because my back window leaks. Do I even have a T20 in here? Why don't we get it off first? Then we'll worry about all that. Homie said in the video that you just... Okay. Okay. Let me go get a flathead. So homie said stick this back here if you can't get it off with your hand. Boom, just like that. Move it to the side. Get your T20 in there, which I don't know if this is going... If I have a T20. Well, it's T25. Be cool if they labeled these things like where you could see them. Well, that also says T25. How many T25s do they think I need? T25, T20. Oh, come on. This probably ain't gonna work either. Nope. Come on, man. Alright. We got a long one in the kit. Just like that. Let's see about getting these out. Let's see about getting a bit that actually fits. All right. How does this work? How does this work, Cope? There we go, didn't even break them. More screws, awesome. I love that for us. Heaven forbid it come off like the F-150, where you pop out like 3 screws, then lift the door panel up and it's off. Alright, well let me do some more dang research. Why these gotta be so complicated? And we're back. So, if you're gonna do this on your truck, there's a screw in there. You couldn't see it because the carpet on the door panel was in front of it. So, with that out, we should be able to pick it up on it. Now, what kind of funkiness we got going on here? Yeah, I was hoping that would happen. There we go. Now let's see if the actual plugs I bought are going to fit on that. Still the stock speaker from 1998. Let me show you what I got here. Okay, we're just falling the floor. Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, these plugs I got ain't gonna work. You can see they're kind of a square, and that is not a square, so that stinks. Well, I really want to use those plugs, so, and I'm not in a super hurry to get this video done because it's only Monday. You know, I got all week, so I'm going to go and order the right plugs, and I'll be back in a couple days. But for you, it'll just be like the blink of an eye. See, I told you it would only be a minute. We'd be right back with a bag from Amazon. 2 things. This came in yesterday, but it came in at like 5:15. And since daylight savings time ain't a thing now, I was like, this door, I locked it. Why'd y'all let me do that? But since, I was like, it's 5:14, it'll be dark in like an hour. Ain't no point in going out there. So we're out here now. Yeah, I forgot to unlock the driver's door. But luckily I left this one unlocked. Alright. Let me show you what we're working with. We got some new ones. Well, what is that? What is in there? Okay, I might have bought more than just clips. But I was thinking how cool it would be to put some tweeters in here. I have a set of tweeters. I'm not sure where they are. Maybe in the bottom of my toolbox. I'm not real sure. But I want to put those in that. I have a cool idea that I'm hoping kind of works out when we do the center console. So hopefully I can find them. If not, I'll just buy another pair of these. Because these are like $25. They're not the greatest in the world, but when it comes to tweeters, it really don't matter. I had a set of tweeters a long time, we'll just say a long time ago, okay? And they were like, there was like no name brand on them. I don't even know who made them, but them things make your ears bleed. So I wasn't too worried about the brand name. But I'm not sure where we're going to mount these. Probably in the extended cab part. Maybe. We might not get to that today. I might have to continue this video in the weekend. We'll get to this later. Right now we're here to get these stinking speakers installed with my crappy lighting because the sun is behind me. These, if judging by the picture, should work. Let me try one out. If they don't work, we'll just do it the old-fashioned way. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's gonna work just fine. Alright. Let's go open the speakers. I don't really have nowhere to mount a camera in here because I brought my magnetic unipod or whatever this thing's called. Both Mortsky Repair and Puddin' recommended this thing, but I don't really like it that much. Blaupunkt 4-way coaxial speakers. Blaupunkt brand established in 1924, Germany. Let me take y'all up to the roof. There's one, there's two. We ain't worried about two right now. I do need my knife. I was incorrect. So in theory, we plug the two pieces from the speaker wire in there, and then we just plug the other part into the factory harness, and then we bolt it back in and we jam out. By the way, these are 6x8s if you're wanting to change the speakers in your Ranger and you want to know what size they are. 6x8s, same as what's in the F-150. It was kind of whatever Ford had, I guess. So we got them. You got one wide one and one skinny one. They correspond on here. Stella decided to join us today. Can I get back to work, please? Just like that. Take this in. Click, just like that. Shove it all back in the door. We'll put like a couple screws in it and then try it out to make sure Because you definitely don't want to put it all together and end up having to tear your door apart again because it ain't working. Let me get the key. You know what might be a good idea is before I do this, if I find some music on YouTube that's not going to violate any copyrights. Alright, I don't know what kind of music this is. I just picked one. That sounds so much better. It's even got a little bass in it because I got a better radio in this truck than I do the other one. Let me skip ahead. Oh yeah. That sounds phenomenal for just like a $35. I'm pretty sure I paid $35 for these pair of speakers. That sounds awesome. Now, is there better speakers on the market that would probably sound better? Yeah. But these, like for the money I paid compared to the stock speakers that are 26 years old, that is a major upgrade. We'll go ahead and knock out the other side and we might see about putting these tweeters in. Well, no good deed goes unpunished. So I got this one in. It don't work. So I was like, is it a bad speaker? So I put the old one back in. It also didn't work. So there must be a problem with the wiring at the radio, which I'm not about to pull that out today and figure it out. I'm just assuming that's the problem. I kind of jiggled the radio the speaker didn't come on, but the ones in the back crackled. So I probably need to take it out and rewire it anyway. I don't think I used shrink wrap on this one. I'm not sure. But that'll be another day because running out of daylight. So I'm gonna see about putting these tweeters in the back. I'm not real sure where I want to put them yet, but first I gotta get this door panel back on, and apparently I gotta go put that one back on because I didn't pop the bottom in. Love Fords. In the jungle, the mighty jungle, the lion sleeps tonight. I don't know if y'all can see it. Just to the left of Scarlet is a squirrel, and Stella is fixated. Alright, so we got both door panels in, even though this speaker don't work. I went over there, fixed that door speaker, and then broke this off of it. This was the screw that was hidden inside the carpet. So yeah. And also, I forgot to take this screw out, the one that's behind here, and I cracked trying to pull it up. Didn't know that screw was still there. Cracked it there. Not a big deal because this truck is old as dirt and it's beat all to hell. It'll be alright. But as you can see, the sun is kissing the top of the trees. It's only 5:15. I sure do love daylight savings time. Sure wish that would come back. Sure wish that would be a permanent thing. That'd be wonderful. So I think what I'm going to do, instead of sitting here being aggravated that that speaker don't work and almost being out of daylight, is I'm just going to come back maybe Saturday, probably Sunday, and we'll just knock out the tweeter install. I'll take the radio out of the dash, and we'll look at how terrible of a job I did on that, because I probably did. That whole setup, I actually was trying to put a double dent in it. My truck I used to have, my Colorado, my wife totaled it, but I did get the radio out of it, so I was going to put it in here, but I didn't have a harness. I didn't have a install kit for it. I didn't really want to buy one. I was trying to make it work. I couldn't get it to work. It was a pain in the butt, so I just put that radio back in it. It's a pretty good radio. I only like Pioneers. That's kind of my jam. But this one, I opted for something cheap. I got a Toto. Never heard of that brand. Probably made in China. I mean, it works good, but there ain't a lick of bass in it. Don't expect to get no bass out of these speakers. So I'm going to get me a Pioneer for this as well someday, eventually. But we're going to cut it off here, and I shall be back probably Sunday after church. But if I can get out here Saturday, I'll definitely do that. So, like I said before, I'll be right back. And we are back on Sunday, and about to pull the Ranger over here so we can get closer to a power outlet, so I can use the heat gun. Now none of my speakers work. I'm playing music right now and nothing's working, so I'm going to go out on a limb and say that the main problem is behind the radio. But we're going to get it fixed. Hopefully, I was going to stop and get some heat shrink, but I didn't. Hopefully I have enough. If not, at least I have enough just for the speakers. That's the main problem. Or I'm going to pull this out and find out that I did it the right way the first time. But I doubt it. We're going to get the speakers working. We're going to get the other speakers installed. And then I might drive this to work tomorrow. Maybe. We'll see. Alright, so there is still 2 screws in there. that I apparently can't get out with this. Of course, they have to be a different size. Oh. It ain't that one. It's that one. Also, when I got in this thing today, it stunk. Apparently taking the door panels off released a whole new kind of stink. Forgot about that. Alright, so as you can see, I did it right the first time. That is unfortunate, because now I don't know what the problem is. Let me get some copyright free music. We'll see what happens. Well, it's working now. All I did was obviously just jiggle the wires and stuff. But that ain't good. But I did the speaker wires are the problem, and those are the ones that I did right. So I'm not real sure what to do here. I'll get back to you. So I think what I'm going to do, because I shrink wrap all the speaker wires, but I didn't shrink wrap the power wires. I'm just going to go back, shrink wrap, make sure everything's got heat shrink on it, so we're covered. Probably won't fix the speaker problem, but whatever. This was supposed to have multiple connections. The picture showed it having multiple connections. Anyway, let me get a plug. Crisis averted. I tore the whole thing in there apart. It was in some box, just sitting over there in the corner, which is where I put it. So what we're going to do, as I said already, all the speaker wires already have heat shrink on them because I knew this was going to be a problem. For some reason they, are what they are. But the power wires, I just got tape on it. Not very well either. So we're going to take all that tape off, put heat shrink on them too. Hopefully I have enough, and hopefully that, I'll be honest, my hopes aren't high, but hopefully that fixes the problem. Alright, I'm going to cut off some of these wires. Well, it looks like it's just one. This one I didn't use and it's still kind of exposed. It might be hitting something and shorting out. I don't even know what this wire does. I think it's like a backup camera or something. It's something I don't have. I guess we'll put her back together and try again. Alright, well, it appears to be working. My airbag buzzer never stops working. So let's see about getting some tweeters installed. I think I'm going to put them somewhere back there. Not sure yet. Hopefully I've made this to where I don't have to get out here 37 times. But I probably will. Oh. I don't think I used shrink wrap. I don't think I used the magic adapters on this right here. Yeah, I didn't use the adapters. I did use shrink wrap though. Let's see if this is going to work like I think it is. So I was either thinking we run it up through here and stick it on there, or we just drill some holes. I don't love that idea. Yeah, I don't love that idea. So what's probably my best bet? I was hoping these came with double-sided tape, but they do not. I'm thinking what we might have to do is take this screw out to get the actual tweeter itself out. And I'll get some, I don't know if I have any good double-sided tape. I might have threw all mine away. We might have to go the hole drilling route. I have no idea if y'all can even see what I'm doing. We could run the wire through there. It's probably not what they're intended for. Let me think on it. Alright, so what had happened was whenever I switched out from that old toolbox to my new toolbox, I threw away all my double-sided tape because I've had it for years and I figured it wasn't any good anymore. So it looks like we're going to go the hole drilling route. I don't love it, but also this is an old truck. Some truck this old, I mean, you kind of expect it to have holes in it, right? And stuff and things. I can't think of any other way around it. Except drilling holes in this. It would be a lot easier to replace this if I ever, didn't want the holes, than it would be to replace all that. Maybe we'll do that. let's take a look at it. All right, I'll go get a marker. We'll mark out some holes on the surround here, probably somewhere up here. Guess I forgot to hit record. I don't know what I put on here, no, I haven't. But took these out to get the speaker off. Marked some holes for the screws and for the wire to pass through. Now we're just going to mount the plate back. I guess I got to mount. I got to put the tweeter back in. That would be weird. Hopefully these wires fit through here. When in doubt, waller it out. Now we're cooking. Pretty sure there's a mosquito draining the blood out of my head. One freshly installed tweeter. Make sure I don't be dumb and forget to put the speaker back in. How are we going to piggyback this? I guess we'll just cut the wire and heat shrink it in a different spot. It's kind of hard to mess up speakers, y'all. If you're ever, I want to put speakers in mine, I just don't understand all that wiring. It's just too red and black. And if you get them messed up, you'll know it because the speaker won't sound right. It won't blow up or anything. It won't pop fuses or cause fires. There's not enough power going through it. So if you hook it up and it's wrong, you'll hear it. It won't sound good. And you just go back, find the wires you put in the wrong place, put them in the right place, and you're good to go. Let's use the black one. I think it's a little bit bigger and it's going to be 3 strands of wire. I put the shrink wrap on the wrong one. Gosh dang it. Alright, I'm just going to put one screw in it. Or something like that. Now we'll see if it works. Because if it don't, the sun is about down, so we're about to be done. Hello?
Hey, buddy.
What's up?
Hey, did I get an order from Coastal Flooring on Friday?
I don't think so.
No?
I don't think so. I don't remember. I think all I got is the shawl truck Friday.
Okay. All right, thank you, sir.
No problem.
All right, bye-bye.
Success! It works. Now, maybe I got enough sunlight to do the other one. But I ain't gonna bore you with that. And I'll come back once I get the other one all done and show you the complete copyright-free edition speaker install. I don't know what happened in the last few days since I worked on this truck, but it smells like a sweaty sock in here. Maybe it smelled that way when I was out here Thursday, but anyway, let me get this seat back. The whole time I was working on the other speaker, I left the key on. So hopefully it'll start and I won't have to go get jump box. But check it. They all work. Come on. Come on. The doors rattle with the bass. That's why I say I need that I need a better CD player. Not a CD player, because who uses CDs anymore? A new head unit in the other truck, because they don't boom like this, and they're actually, you know, higher end speakers. All right, now hopefully it doesn't stop doing that the first time I hit a bump. But I might drive this thing to work tomorrow. We'll check the weather, see how that's going to work out. And I'm going to get my crap cleaned up, go inside, record y'all an outro. I got something in mind, but let me get this crap cleaned up real quick before the sun goes down. I'm gonna get in the house. And by the way, that was just some copyright. I just typed in it. I just went to YouTube and typed in copyright free hip hop, and that was the first song that came up, so that's what we listened to. Don't want to get in trouble, and whether you like rap or hip hop or not, that's still, in my opinion, if you're going to test out new speakers, if it sounds good on that, it'll sound good on anything. All right, I'll see y'all in the house. All right, well, there's your video for Thanksgiving coming up this week. Like I already said, thank y'all for getting me to 500 subscribers. I'm still not. There's 3 criteria to to where you can start making money on your channel. I got the 500 part. I just ain't got the other parts. I thought I had more watch hours than what I had, but apparently they don't measure it the same way I thought they did. So it's whatever. We'll get there eventually. Maybe I'm just not cut out to make money on YouTube. But it would be nice. It would be nice. So I encourage y'all to watch the videos multiple times if you need to. Get those watch hours up. Anyway, it is Thanksgiving this week. Hopefully y'all got some time off. I got Thursday and Friday off, and I took off Wednesday to take Stella to the vet. She's got to have surgery, and they want to see her, I guess, before she can have surgery. I'm sure that's not going to be free. They told me it was going to be like $2,000 to get her surgery, and then they threw in this little checkup. So I'm sure it's probably going to be a lot more than what they said it was going to be. So since it is Thanksgiving coming up this week, this morning at church, my pastor preached a message on being thankful. And, that's kind of where you want to turn your attention to this time of year. That's kind of the whole point of the holiday. I mean, granted, we should be thankful every day, but this is the one day of the year that we set aside, and we call it Thanksgiving. I want to read y'all, if you're familiar with Romans chapter 1, Paul is talking about some ungodly people. I mean, if you ever want to know what does an ungodly person look like, what does an ungodly society look like, you can find it in Romans chapter 1. Romans chapter 1, verse number 21. Because that, when they knew God, they glorified him not as God, neither were thankful, but became vain in their imaginations, and their foolish heart was darkened. And Paul is given a description of the world, throughout this entire chapter. But look at there's a lot of things, especially if you read further on, like what is an attribute of an ungodly, wicked person? And there's a lot of them listed in this chapter, but that one right there, they were unthankful. It says, neither were they thankful. They got all the stuff God affords us: air to breathe, food to eat, shelter over our head, got a job to go to, just the bare minimum things that God gives us, and we're not thankful for. And I mentioned this in my Sunday school class this morning, like sometimes people that live in like a third world country, that live in like a mud hut or something, sometimes those people are more thankful than we are. And look at what all we have over here in America. So, yes, this week is called Thanksgiving. We're going to go and eat. I assume that's what you're going to do. That's what I'm going to do. Thursday, I'm going to go eat. And I'm going to be lazy, watch football maybe, do some shopping online. I don't know what I'm going to do. But I'm definitely going to eat. And this is the one day of the year where we go, okay, this is the day we're thankful. Well, let's be thankful every day, because God blesses us every day. Every day we wake up. He didn't have to wake you up. You could have died in your sleep. Every day you get up and you get an opportunity to love your kids, love your wife, love your friends, go to a job provides, a salary for you to pay your bills and, live your life, and all these things that God has blessed us with. Why don't we just be thankful every day? That's probably what we ought to be doing. But for sure, make sure you're thankful on Thursday. Make sure you take some time to reflect on all that God has done in your life, because no matter how bad you think your life is, it's definitely better than somebody else's. Anyway, I thank y'all for joining me for this video today, putting some speakers in the Ranger. That was long overdue. Okay, the tweeters I didn't mean to do, but I don't regret it either. What's the next video going to be? I have no idea. I want to do that center console pretty bad. I want to get started on Scarlet pretty bad. Whatever happens, happens. I need to get some black paint, and maybe definitely need to get some black paint for the center console, or unless my dad has some, I'm not sure. I need to look in his paint cabinet and see. Anyway, I'll shut up. I'm sure I haven't started editing this video yet, but I'm pretty sure it's long enough as it is. Thank y'all for stopping by and watching. I hope y'all come back and see me again in the next video. And remember, you might regret buying that Ford, but you'll never regret being forgiven. Y'all have a happy Thanksgiving.